Let's get started in a minute. All right, the YouTube Live is on, and I'm gonna start recording. And I will begin now. Okay, everybody, let's begin. I'm Shinji Takeuchi from Total Immersion, and I'd like to explain the 3 points to make your freestyle easier. And this is not a seminar. This is a live workshop, live lesson. So that if you have a camera, please raise your hand so that we can switch your status to the panelist. The panelist has a camera, and I can see your postures and movement, and I will. I'd like to make some comments about your postures and movements. Okay. So so this is the my style of online lesson, and I started this type of lesson a year ago, based on the Zoom application, and now I'm going to move on to the global online lessons, and this is the first lesson for me. So that please pardon my English because I haven't spoke English see like 3-4 months or 3 months, 4 months. Okay. All right, so these are 3 points to swim freestyle. Very easy. Okay. Number 1, you need to lean forward, and forward is the key, the direction. Actually, when you swim, the forward will be like this way, okay, not this way. So you need to change the coordination of shifting your weight. Okay. Number 2, you need to rotate your body, and this is not about a shoulder movement. Okay, I'm gonna explain it later. And number 3, move your hands together. This is very, very important. Okay, you don't have to worry about how to pull with your hand. Okay, you need to insert your hand, and at the same time, so you need to move your hand. Okay, so move your hand together. So that's the 3 points you're gonna learn today. Okay. The first, the lean forward. Okay, shift your weight forward using the extended hand as a support. This is very important concept. Okay, so the leading arm, this is called the leading arm or extended hand. Okay, and how to utilize this hand is crucial to swim freestyle easy. Okay, so now okay, guys, so can you stand up? Can you stand up? Because this is the workshop, okay? So you will practice now. All right, and I'm gonna stop just sharing the screen. And okay. You ready? All right, so there are 2 ways to do a dry run rehearsal for swimming, okay? So the number 1, the one way is to assume the surface is vertical, okay? So you're gonna swim that way, okay? You're gonna swim that way. And the second one is like you're gonna swim, and the water surface is like this, the horizontal. So you're gonna swim that way, okay? And this time, so we will assume that the water surface is like this, okay, the vertical. And so we're gonna swim that way. Okay, so now let's swim freestyle, okay, like this. Can you do that? So by doing this, I can check your form and I can detect your problems. I know. Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you very much. All right. So to swim freestyle easier, so you need to glide longer. And in my case, like a 1.40 tempo, which is kind of slow, and 60% of the duration, I just glide. Okay, so I keep this position for 6% of total stroke time. Okay, so this gliding position is very important. So now let's do this. Okay, so extend your arm like this. Yeah, and rotate your shoulders like this, like a 45 degrees. This is very important. Okay, not 60, not 75. Joel, can you rotate your shoulders more? Yeah, that's right. Kind of too much. Okay, maybe. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, Joel, that's good. And Sophia, that's very good. And Kapanat, yeah, that's good. Okay. All right. So this is a gliding position, and this is very important to keep this position. Okay, effective. And the the this. All right. So now we will stretch the elbow and armpit like this. Yes, good, good. Yes. One more time. Relax, relax here, and stretch again. Stretch them again. Good. All right. So by stretching these body parts, so you can lean more. Okay. So this is very important. The connection between this action and this action. Okay. We need to lean more, but we need to have a support to do this to the weight shift. So you will extend here, or you will stretch here and here so that you can lean more. All right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So make sure you connect these movements and this action. Okay. So as you extend your hand, you will shift your weight. All right. Yes. So that's how you're gonna do to create the glide position. Okay, lower your hand. Okay. All right. So now the arm position. So where you are going to extend this hand. All right. Um, this should. Okay. So this is the surface. Okay. This is the surface of the water, and your hand should be like a 30 degrees down from the surface. Okay. So not parallel to the surface. Okay. So if you raise your hand and extend this just parallel to the surface, so you will feel this portion is moving forward, right? So extend your hand upward, and your lower body will move forward, right? Like this. So which means, okay, like this. Okay, so you're gonna make an arched back, which is not good for swimming, and you're gonna okay. So your lower body will sink by doing this. Okay, of course, the athletes like top swimmers or elite swimmers, so their flexibility is so huge, so they don't care, how they extend their hand like this. Okay, they can keep this position flat. Okay, no matter where, wherever they are extending their hands. But for normal people, for adults, adult on the swimmers, um, when you extend with the 45 and raise your hand, uh, as long as you can keep your back flat. Okay, that's the angle of the extended hand. All right. Okay. Lower your hand. Now, next one is the how wide. Okay, how wide you're gonna extend. All right. So this is 45 degrees. All right. This is 45 degrees. So this is 0, and this is 90, and this is 45 degrees. So your body should be angled by 45 degrees. Okay. And you're gonna extend your hand not here, but here. Okay. So a little bit wider than your shoulder width. Okay. All right. So this is very important. Okay. If you place your hand here, this hand will be in the way when you shift your weight. Okay. Like this. This will be in the way because you want to shift your weight with your chest. Okay. And your hand is, if your hand is on here, you cannot press the water with the chest because this hand is in the way. All right. And also that your chest will be angled like this, and you cannot push the water forward with here. Okay. So this should be that this angle should be a little bit wider, and which is like a 15 degrees wide. Okay. 15 degrees wider from this position. Okay. So extend your hand like this. Yes. Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. Joel. Good. Campanat. Good. Sahil. Good. Very good. Okay. Raise your hand. Now the position is defined. So let's try the other hand. Okay. And you're gonna extend the same angle the other hand you did with the other hand. Yeah. Very good. All right. Okay, lower your hand, Joe, right? All right, the next. So you need to lean forward, which means you need to shift your weight. So in that case, so you need to think about the weight distribution, all right? Many people, many total immersion learners, okay, especially the people who learned TI by themselves, they tend to shift their weights on the side like this, okay? And that will create an over rotation, and also that will make their body unstable, okay? So this is the same as walking, okay? When you walk, you will shift your weight on the hood, but also you need to lean forward, okay? So the weight, you need to think about the weight distribution, okay? So when you extend your hand like this, all right, so can you do that? Okay, everybody, can you do that? All right, all right. So try not to shift all of the weight on this hand, all right? So this hand will be worked as support of the weight shift, which means you need to apply some pressure with this hand, but it will be like 20%. Okay, so 20% of your weight will be on this hand, and 80% of your hand will be on here, including your face. Okay, so let's imagine that. Okay, and shift your weight like that. So 20% on your hand and 80% on your body, like this. Yeah. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can see. Very good. Good, everybody. Joe, can you lean? Can you lean forward? And yeah, and think about 20% of your weight will be on your hand. Okay, not 80, not 100. Good, good. All right. Okay, let's try the other side. So 20% on your hand, 80% on your body, and shift your weight. Yes, that's good. All right. And Joe, so when you lean, make sure you stretch the armpit. Okay. So stretch the armpit here. Okay. All right. It's time. Yeah, it's time. Take your clothes off. Yeah. So make sure you stretch armpit upward. so that you can lean forward easier. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, cap nut. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. All right. All right. And the lastly, the coordination shift. Okay. So the on land, okay, shift your weight forward means this way. But when you swim, when you do the same thing, that means this way. Okay. So that's not good. So you need to change the coordination like this. So you need to shift your weight that way. Okay. So that's a misconcept which many people have. Okay. So you make sure shift your weight that way, and to do that, it might be easier to, when you angle your face, okay, like a 30 degree by 30 degrees. So this is like a looking down, okay, looking down. But when you want to shift your weight, when you want to lean forward, excuse me, lean forward, I mean that way, okay? So angle your face by 30 degrees like this, okay? And try to, let's say, try to change the angle of your body, okay? Like this. It's a very small movement, okay? So angle your face and also think about, you're gonna push the water with the chest that way, okay? Not this way, all right? So it's okay to lean forward by shifting your weight down in the beginning, but eventually you need to change the direction that way, okay? So it's very important to change the face, the angle of the face like this, so that you can make it easier. All right. And when you swim, try to push the water forward with your chest and also with your face. Okay. All right. That's the lean forward. Okay. And it took 15 minutes to explain that. Okay. Ready? All right. The next one. Rotate your body. Okay, so the key concept is you need to rotate your body easily using your face as support. Okay, so when you try to make any kinds of movement easier, it's very important to find a support for the movement. Okay. And in this case, it's about rotation, which means you need to find or define the axis of the rotation. Okay, so let's do that now. All right, so this is about rotation. So you need to define the angle. And like I said before, it's going to be like a 45 degrees. Okay, so the easiest way to find the 45 degrees, extend your arm to the side. Okay, let's do this. To the side, okay? Extend your arm to the side, right? And rotate both your hand and the body by 45 degrees, like this. You can tell, right? Because this is 0 and this is 90, and in between, that's a 45. And lower your hand, okay? So this is the angle, all right? And when you see the camera, the other side of the shoulder can be seen, okay? If you cannot see the other side of the shoulder, that's an over rotation. That's too much rotation, okay? So you make sure you can see both shoulders on your camera, all right? All right, so from this angle to this angle, so you will rotate your body, okay? Yes, that's right. Yeah, so here, that's a good idea. Yeah, touch your shoulders so that you can tell, how much, how many degrees have you rotated. Yeah. or just do this. All right. Okay, looks like okay, Joel. Okay. So on land, for human beings, we don't do this, on land. So normally, when you rotate your body, it's going to be like this. Okay. So you will rotate your head together with your body. So you need to separate the movement. Okay. So try to stabilize your head. Okay. And rotate only your body. Oh, nice, Joel. You're doing good. Campanat, a little bit swaying, your face is moving. So here, your face is moving. Okay. All right, stop. Okay. All right, so let's improve the rotation. Okay. So how to stabilize your face? Okay. The first, you need to decide the point of relaxation, which is around here. So you need to stabilize around here, and you need to relax maybe from here, okay, to move like this, all right, around here, between the neck. Yeah. And number two, you will use this as a support, okay, especially your forehead here. So if you have a wall, okay, just try to lean to the wall and shift your weight a little bit on your forehead and try to rotate your body like this. Can you see? Like this. And you can tell, okay? You can tell. Oh, Joel, nice, very nice. Yeah. Great, great. Yeah, so now you are using your forehead as support of the rotation, okay? Which means you need to shift your weight maybe 5 to 10%, 5 to 10% of your weight on your forehead to make support, okay? So, wherever you swim freestyle, so keep, let's say, applying the pressure, okay, to the water with your forehead so that you can stabilize your head and you can stabilize the rotation. All right? That's the first step, okay? The second step, okay, it's an advanced skill. So when you rotate the shoulders like this, you will not think about moving the shoulders, okay? That's a very important concept. So when you try to move your shoulders, you need to move this much, right? So from 45 to 45, it's gonna be like this, like a 20 centimeters or 8 inches, okay? So you have to think about moving your shoulders for 8 inches or 20 centimeters, and which takes very long, okay? So on the contrary, if you think about here, okay, it's like somewhere very close to the axis, and move just 2-3 centimeters or just an inch, okay? So think about the moving here for an inch, okay? Like this. Can you do that? Think about, moving here and quickly move here, okay? Yeah, that's good. Joel, nice. You got it. Campanat? Yeah, you got it. Can you make it more quickly? Can you do that? Okay, Sahil. Sahil, you are still moving the shoulders, okay? So try to move the inside of your body and, quickly move it, okay? Yeah, that's better. A little bit more, yeah, that's better. Yeah. Great. All right, stop. Okay, so that's how you rotate your body, Okay, and what you see is what is not what you are doing. Okay, that's very important concept. Okay, many people watch my swim and they try to do like me, but normally, it fails because they are trying to mimic my movement, but they don't know what I am doing. Okay, it's like a recipe. Some Japanese cuisine or Italian cuisine or whatever. So try not to guess, by checking the result. Okay, so you need to know, you need to understand the process of the movement. Okay, how to create a movement, and normally, we just show the result. So that's why the look at the YouTube doesn't work to study any kinds of movement. All right. All right, let's move on. The last one, the move your hands together. So you need to quickly extend the inside hand using the extended hand as support. Okay. All right, now I'm gonna do that. Swimming freestyle or creating a propulsion is very easy. Okay, it's just about stretching the elbows. Okay, as long as you can stretch the elbow very quickly, so you can create propulsion when you're swim freestyle. All right, so we're gonna do it now. Okay, so let's do this. Bend your elbow like this. Okay, yeah. All right, and try to move this hand quickly like this. Okay, like this. Oh, okay. Not bad, not bad. Okay. All right, so this time, think about here. Okay, the the how can I say the inside of the elbow. Okay. All right, so you just try to stretch here very quickly like this. Okay. All right, let's try this. Oh, very good. Yeah. So to make this movement quick, number one, step one, you will relax here, right? Because you are thinking about stretching here. So before that, so you try to loosen this portion, right? And number two, immediately stretch the elbow like this, right? And step three, and after that, right after that, you will relax here, okay? So it's gonna be like this. So make sure you relax after stretching the elbow, right? Good, good. All right, so everybody's got the concept. So now create this shape, like the same, bent elbow. Yeah, and apply the same movement to this hand, like this. Yeah, good, good, very good. Once again. Yeah, so try not to think about moving your hand forward, okay? You just think about stretching the elbow very quickly, okay? So that you can, as a result, this movement becomes very quick, right? Very good. Okay, let's try the other side. The same thing, okay? So think about here, and you just stretch here, okay? And before that, and after that, you have to relax here, right? Like this. Yeah, very good, very good. All right, and you need to memorize the movement. That's a very important, and also that's a huge advantage when you practice this kind of movement on land because you can repeat many times on land. And to memorize anything, you have to repeat many times, repeat it many times, especially the movement. Okay, So and also that you need to do correct movement, and to make it correct, let's try to add sound to this movement. Okay. All right. Something like this. Okay. I'm gonna show you the example. Like shh, like beep. So any kind of a sound will do, as long as you can remember it. Okay. All right. I cannot hear your sound, but try to create some sound. It's like a cartoon. Okay. And you need to try to describe the movement with characters, or with letters. So that's why you need to use the sound. Okay. All right. So have you decided? Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So this time, create this switch form. Yeah. And you're gonna use the sound and do this thing. Okay. But at the same time, you just drop this hand to your thigh like this. Okay. So you're gonna do the same thing. All right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, like this. Yes. And at the moment, you try to apply your own sound, okay, to this movement, like shoop, right? Yes, that's good. Once again, shoop. All right, so here, your hand should be around here, and make sure you stretch the elbow, okay? So not like this, right? Like this, okay? You just drop, yeah? You just drop your hand like this, all right? All right. This movement looks easy, but actually there are 3 elements are composed. The 3 elements are included. Okay, number 1, this quick movement. Okay, number 2, this quick movement. Number 3, the body rotation. Okay, so by doing this, and also by adding the sound, the sound will represent the 3 simultaneous movement, which is very complex. Okay, very complicated. All right, once again, form the switch position, then shoot. Good, good, good. All right, let's try the other side. Okay. All right. Form the switch position, then shoot. Yeah, very good. Oh, by the way, so that's the acceleration for your freestyle. Okay. So the concept is the you make the very quick movement with this, then you keep this position for 6%. All right. So you just glide so that you don't have to, pull, or you don't have to stroke so many times. Okay. So, and at this point, to master timing is very important. So you will extend your hand, and you will drop your hand, and in the water, you cannot drop so quickly. Okay. So actually, so the timing doesn't match. So when you extend your hand will be around here, but it's okay. So in your mind, okay, so you're gonna program that you will move both hands together, okay, with very with the sound, okay, which describes the very short timing of the movement. Okay. All right, and also when you just before you switch, okay, this is called a switch action or switch movement, and just before you switch, okay, find or create a support with your hand, okay. Very simple, let's say experimentation right now, okay. It's like if you have a desk in front of you, or if you have a chair in front of you, put your hand on the chair or put your hand on the desk, okay, and try to do some quick movement, while you're placing some weight on the other hand, like this, right? And now compare, okay? Without putting a hand on the desk or chair, do this. So which is more, how can I say, more stable or, more focused, okay? So if you have a support, okay, like this, you feel better, okay? You feel better, or you can focus your movement to do this, all right? So as I said before, when you can find the support for the every kind of movement, the movement will be stabilized or will be focused, okay? So it's very important to find the support. And for this insertion action, you wanna make this as a support for this movement, okay? So by doing that, shift your weight, okay? Just before you insert your hand, shift your weight on this hand by 20% so that you can create this as a support for this action, okay? And if you are get used to it, the next step is like do this, okay? All right. And by doing this, you can hold more water, which means support-wise, this will work. This will work better. Okay. So by doing this, you can hold more water, and you can use this as support. So this action will be better. It gets better. Okay. So using this as a support for this movement. Okay. All right. So let's recap 3 points. Okay. Number 1, lean forward. Okay. Number 2, rotate your body. Okay. When you have a support, it might be better. And number 3, move your hands together. Okay. Especially the quick movement will be required, and create a sound to describe the movement. Okay. So that you can memorize it correctly. All right. Okay, and I like to do this kind of lessons as much as possible. Okay, and I'll let you know on email. And also, since you are already registered, I think you will receive the emails whenever I schedule a meeting. Okay, and make sure. So please let me know, like on Facebook or YouTube comments, if you wanna introduce this lesson to anybody. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for attending. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Please send the emails to me. All right. And see you again. Thank you. Bye.